everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Redskins coming in at 6-2, going up against the Rams, who come in at 4-4.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Redskins. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down following the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. He finds an opening past the 40. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Here's Atkins throwing on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Atkins. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it here with Perine. There's the stiff arm. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to throw. Adkins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Back near his goal line. Here's McCarron. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A toss play. Here's Perine. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Adkins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this one through the uprights and good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Now, this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
McCarron on 3rd. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The intended receiver, Tavon Austin.
And now it's 2nd down. Handoff as they run the counter play. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap for McCarron. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Atkins to throw. Operating from the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Redskins now looking to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Atkins from the gun on third down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It goes as a gain of 6. And it's a first down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Atkins to throw on second down. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Here's Atkins on first down. The swing pass caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, now it's the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And now here's a carry heading left. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Atkins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Atkins to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Pirine. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back here right after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No, check. All right, here we go.
Atkins now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Redskins operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And here's Marshall. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
On 1st down, McCarron. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. K1 short. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Watkins the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
On 3rd down, that's Grant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Atkins to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Adkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Atkins. Off play action. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a carry for Pirine. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
Right, here we go.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
McCarron to throw on second down. Austin's got it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. McCarron on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They run the counter now on first down. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Pirine. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go!
They'll run again with Pirine. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Atkins to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarron. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's McCarron to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. McCarron is sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down. 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And Green with a catch left side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go.
Atkins now on 1st and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Atkins throwing on first down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Good. Here we go now. Blue landing. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, just 1 yard to go.
Now let's go. Good. Detroit.
Now Atkins operating from the gun. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Atkins. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
In motion right is Watkins. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Pirine pushes past him. Stiff arm number 2. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go now.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Washington, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for L.A., they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.